Welcome to the week 5 Pepega Mega Twitch Fantasy Football Recap. I'm your commissioner and host, Thomas and Sam. We'll get right into it. A lot of big storylines this week. Looking at the scoreboard here, you'll notice that one of these scores are not listed. We'll get to that later in the program. Nuge lost to Hannick in a blowout. A couple reasons why. Don't Beat Cheese beat Deke Slayer. That's a shocker. Deke Slayer is starting 0-5 for this season. Colin beating Pete with a twist. We'll get to that in a second too. And Brandon Sanders barely eking out a win against Team No Sleeves. Breaking down the Tribe versus Hannick game. Can anyone guess as to why? Not Tribe versus Hannick, the Nuge versus Hannick game. Anyone guess why Nuge lost? Probably the two running backs that he started that were both injured. He should owe 2 gifted subs, but he does not. We negotiated down to 1, so he'll be giving Hannick 1 gifted sub for his penalty. And outside of this, like, Nuge actually had a really decent day. Metcalf with 24 points. I mean, Hannick just had a better day, to be honest. All around. Pretty evenly split. We go down here. Kenny Galladay. I mean, honestly, Galladay has 0 points there. Nuge, if you start Galladay this week, I am finding you another fucking sub. Get that through your head. Nuge drops to 2 and 3. If we look at the actual bench here, if Nuge would have started Fournette and Kareem Hunt instead of the 2 that he did start, he would have beaten Hannick. But no, he had to try to go for a home run here with Chris Carson, fucking Dalvin Cook, who were both not practicing the entire week. That's all on him. I should actually find him the 2 subs. I also forgot to turn down the volume. That's fine. Don't Beat Cheese. Definitely beat Deke Slayer here. Just an overall great week by Don't Beat Cheese. I think he had the highest points and the most like proportional. He started the best roster, whatever that means. So like out of total possible points, he started the most that he possibly could have out of them. I think the only one he could have subbed in for was Tennessee's Brown for the Buccaneers Brown. I think Antonio Brown got like 30 some points as well. We'll see that in the bench in just a second here. And I don't think that there was a way that Deep could have actually won this game. Yeah, Antonio Brown had 27.9 points. That was the only misstep by Don't Beat Cheese this week. Very good week overall for Don't Beat Cheese. Actually, a beautiful week. We go to the next game, and our first kind of a twist here in the week. Colin versus Pete Blackburn. Very close game, you know, within 20 points. So far, so good. Looks like Pete's dominating on the top half of the roster here. Josh Allen, DeAndre Swift, Nick Chubb, just dominating. Mike Evans is the first point where it starts to sway towards Colin and Cooper. But Kyle Pitts on that Sunday morning game had a hell of a game over in England. Maybe his coming out party there. And here is where, unfortunately, Pete lost the week. The Pepega Mega missed extra point from his kicker. Nick, don't call me a music genre folk. Negative 33 points. That fucking hurts. And here's the craziest thing. Pete still could have won this week had he played his cards right. If he puts in, let's see, if he puts in Claypool and Mixon instead of Myers and Boyd, he wins this week. What a crazy good week by him. Now to the team that wants me to talk shit about them, Brandon Sanders. Way to win by 2 fucking points. Congratulations. You beat No Sleeves. You actually had a hell of a week. I think you put the maximum amount of points out there that you possibly could. I don't think you could sub anyone else out. So great. Your starting lineup, very good. Where did you get those extra 2 points though? Going into Monday night, you had Justin Tucker and you were only down by 1 point. How is it that close? Here's the game-winning point for Brandon Sanders, by the way. The only 3 points that Justin Tucker got all game, even though the game ended in a 20-29. I mean, we'll get into it in a second here. Brandon Sanders, your fucking bench sucks. What, do you have a total of a dozen points plus your second defense sitting on the fucking bench? Holy shit. No Sleeves would have fucking creamed you had he actually set the correct lineup. Alexander Madison, if he's ever actually the starting running back, you always start him. And getting into the Pepega Mega matchup of the week, yours truly, Common Sense Scam at 3-1 versus Beers with Tribe, the perennial powerhouse at 4-0. Going into Monday night, I was down 58-92. So all the scores here reflected here are pre-Monday night. Jalen Hurts having a sneakily good year. Number 7 quarterback in the entire league. Had a very, on par week. Thought Hilaire is fucking tossing this year. I think he got injured this week too, but Derrick Henry carrying my team this entire time. The rest of my roster, a little sus. Yikes. This whole mid-core here is very yikes to look at. Cordell Patterson, by the way, waiver wire pickup for Tribe in week 5. 14.9 points. Great pickup. 2 more Monday Night Football starters, Brown and Taylor. We'll see what they're up to in a second here. Matt Prater, McPherson. McPherson really wanted to just throw this game for him. 2 missed field goals, 2 extra points. But we get into the actual deciding game here. I think this is the Colts' first drive. Jonathan Taylor busts loose. So again, I'm down by 30 points. In only a couple minutes in the first quarter, I'm watching that happen. 76-yard little pass check down for the touchdown. Tribe tweets that out. I'm not a happy guy at this point. Now, this kick doesn't actually matter, but the fact that number 8 here, I don't even know his fucking name. Number 8 misses this, right? And it's an irrelevant kick because Baltimore is offsides. But here, you will find out in a while here why that comes back to haunt them. Okay? Number 8 misses that field goal, but they get to do it over again because of the offsides. So who do they bring in? Blankenship, 4 Eyes. And what does 4 Eyes do? Well, we're close enough to the fucking field goal posts, and he knocks it right the fuck through. Again, we'll come back to this. The kickers play a big role in this week because he misses a extra point. Now you're thinking to yourself, but Sam, Tribe doesn't have 4 Eyes. We just saw McPherson. He has McPherson. You're right. But this missed extra point, even though it's not worth -50, is worth all the points in the world. We will come back to that in a minute. He looks about as sad as Tribe might be at the end of this week. A little bit later, this is in the third quarter, and I'm down by about 50 points. And at that point right there, when Lamar Jackson fumbled, I legitimately thought, well, it's fucking over. Looking at Lamar Jackson's face, this is exactly how I felt. He's probably thinking to himself, God damn, I let Sam down. God damn it. We're down by like 52 points at this point. Don't worry, I'll put Sam on my back. We got this. So we go onward, right? Thinking it can't get any worse than that. Until Jonathan Taylor decides to bust off another big drive. What, 12, 13 yards there. Caps it off with a touchdown here. He ended his day with 30 points. So that is a 60-point bonus here for Tribe that I had to make up in one day. What an actual day by Jonathan Taylor right there. Well, the drives have to start sometime, right? Remember, I had Brown and Lamar Jackson. This is where things start to turn around. I'm only down by 43 points at this point with a whole quarter left. Brown's celebrating. That kid's happy. He's definitely a Common Sense Sam fan. He hates Tribe. Let's go. Onto this field goal again. You think, wow, a field goal from a kicker that, isn't the opposite kicker. Doesn't matter. He made it, and it'll actually pay off in a little bit here. Baltimore down by 17 points with 12 minutes left in the fourth. I need a fucking miracle here. I'm down by like 44 points at this point. By the way, Andrews won me my second league too with the breakout night that he had. He keeps going. By this point, I'm down 38. Lamar's going to keep driving though, because he don't give up. Every time that Lamar and Brown hit each other, it's double points for you, boy. Did anyone not think that Lamar was going to score here? Of course he was going to fucking score. I think that touchdown right there is actually what won me my last week. I was down 12 points going into my other league into Monday night. That was the game winner right there. But I only care about the Pepega Mega Twitch League. 2-point conversion. Now, look at the scoreboard here, right? Down by 8 points. They needed to get 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. This missed field goal right here by Four Eyes, blocked by this big bully. Campbell definitely bullied kids with glasses back in high school, right? Back in middle school, back in high school. Look at him flexing on him. If Blankenship makes that field goal, this week might have turned out differently. But we'll never know. What a block. What a tall, just athletic human being. We continue on. We need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to keep the week going. I think at this point I'm down by 18 or 20 still. Lamar Jackson, like, look how much he like makes stuff happen with his feet. I think that's like what, 15, 20 yards of running, gets 7 yards total. The dude's running. He's the most athletic guy I've seen in a long time. Him and Mahomes are just insane. Another pass to Brown down in the touchdown or the end zone here. 43 seconds left. I'm feeling good. There's a touchdown. Bang. All we need is the 2-point conversion, and we are going to overtime to give me a chance. Are you kidding me? 14 points down at this point. Bang. There's the 2-point conversion. 40 seconds left. There's no way he comes back and wins, right? No way they come back and actually score. 114 to 122 is the live score right now. They got Carson Wentz. They don't got 2-minute Tom Brady. They don't have Drew Brees driving down the field. They got Carson fucking Wentz, right? It's easy. We're going to overtime, right? And now I'm shaking. Luckily, Four Eyes was just outside of range there. Should have hit aim for the middle uprights. And we go to overtime. Live score in the bottom left. 115 to 122.62. All we need is a Lamar Jackson drive, and a touchdown. And we are week 5 champs, tied 4-1 with Tribe. Let's let this play out. Keeping the drive alive with the sneak. Little check down to Latavius Murray. Gets the yardage needed. And bang, we come down to the very last play of the game. Jackson to Brown. 12 points. Common Sense Sam wins. 131.88 to 122.62. Tribe goes down in defeat. He's slumbering. He's smiling. The best part is he's sleeping with a smile on his face, thinking that he won. Look at the fucking scores from Monday night alone. Jonathan Taylor, 30 points. Brown and Jackson for me. An incredible day. An incredible night of football. I think it's the first time ever to happen. A week 5 win on the very last play of the week. Mathematical week. These are your standings right here. I'm up top. Me and Tribe are tied with records 4-1. My points for are way higher than his, and my points against are super high too. Tribe, his team's looking a little sus. His depth is not very good. We'll see where it goes. Brandon Sanders, surprising 3-2. We'll wait and see when bye weeks start coming in because of the lack of depth on his team. So I see him coming down quite a bit in the standings once his starters are on their bye weeks. Colin and Don't Be Cheese are tied with them. I think Don't Be Cheese is surprising. I think he's going to be sneakily in this top 3 situation moving forward. Sleeves as well, I think, is very underwhelmed with his record so far. And the rest are just shit. And that's your week 5 recap. Thanks for watching.